Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Paul Brantley. We're gonna get into the Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 11, episode 10. It start off with the ladies getting packed for the trip to Kyle's house out in the desert. The getaway after being um, quarantined for 6 weeks. For 6 weeks since Kyle, Kathy, and Dorik ended up having COVID. So all the ladies had, since they were all together at Lisa's house, they all had to do 6 weeks of quarantine. So this was their time to get together and just have a little fun and a little getaway. So the ladies are getting packed and everything. Erica goes to her clubhouse because she actually is giving up the clubhouse. She ended up getting it leased to somebody else. They leased the place and they end up getting the furniture and a lot of this and everything that was and what else was left there. They got all that. So she didn't need the place. She said she was downsizing. She's on the budget. Tom ain't giving her nothing, is what she's saying. And everything. That's what she said. So, okay. She's sticking to it. So that's what we're going to go by. So they went from there. So Kyle is at her house in the desert. She's on the phone with Garcelle. Garcelle will be showing up there the next day because she's taping for the reel. So she'll be up there later and everything. So Lisa is the first to show up after that call, after Garcelle called. And then come the rest of the ladies. The Reek show come up. Then Kathy, then Sutton, Crystal, Erica, and Garcelle would be staying at the hotel. They chose to stay at the hotel and everything instead of staying at the house because Garcelle was being cautious because 3 people had COVID. And just because we did the 6 weeks, she's still being, she's gonna be careful. That's just what she's doing. Plain and simple. And I don't think Crystal wanted to be in I want to say the same house with Sutton or whatever. Yeah, because in her confession she said yes. So she wanted to be in a hotel. Whatever. Ain't nobody on that heifer. So moving on. So in the kitchen, so everybody comes with. So Dorit came with all the groceries and everything. So everybody's in the kitchen going through the groceries and stuff. And Lisa, Dorit, and Kyle are in there talking about the blogs and everything because Tom is in Chicago. He missed a court date. There's a court date going on in Chicago and he's missing it. And so they were talking about a court date that his bank accounts are being froze. The judge froze his bank accounts and everything. And so they're sitting there and they just talking about what's going on there and all that stuff. And all that and everything. Later on that day, Erica shows up. Later on that evening, Kyle's end up cooking for everybody. They end up having lasagna she made and whatever for the ladies and stuff. Okay. Okay, Erica ended up showing up. Lisa, Sutton, Kyle, and Dorit gave her a hug. She came in with looking sad and the always we. Erica said, he not well, and lawyers said the same thing she was saying. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna move this. Yeah, same thing she was saying. Hold on. Yeah, the same thing she was saying, and she said that he was not well, and the lawyer said the same thing. Kyle and Crystal talking. I said so. Erica and them, they all sitting down and everything, and Kyle and Crystal are in the kitchen. Kyle's still cooking and whatever, and Kyle is telling Crystal about um, Tom, saying that Tom talks to Erica like a father's daughter type of thing and stuff, and he really didn't. It was just when Erica would interrupt him. Like he can be talking and she would interrupt him and say rude things that was she act like she do it on the show. She do it when she does it a lot on the show with other ladies. She's act like she ain't got no manners. So that's the only time they show him saying something is when she is being rude. And he will say something. So yeah, they trying to make him look like what she's saying is true, but it's like she's being rude. Every time they show it, she was rude at all points. We didn't see him the way she explained him to be. It was the only time we saw him was when she was rude. So if they would have showed him in another incident where it was different from him talking and her not interrupting him, then yes. But she never, it was always when he was talking. And she said she was rude. So I'm a little confused on that. But we're going to go on from that. They just sitting down talking and stuff. So Sutton tells Erica about her dad shooting himself. He ended up shooting himself 2 days before Christmas. And she told her that about that because, she telling her that because it made her stronger, because she got over her father killing himself because he had a lot of demons of his own prior to that, doing that, because her family and them, they didn't know he was going to do that. So she's telling her that you're going to make it through all of this. Like, this is the hard part, but you're gonna make it. Just keep your head up and keep pushing forward. Because if I can make it through this, you can. If I can make it through what my father did to himself and to us, because of his illness, and I'm still here, then you can do the same thing. And that was very nice of Sutton to tell her that and really try to give her like some good of you gonna make it. That was very nice of her. Erica thanked her and everything. And so what? So they went in, they got up, everybody, the food was done, they went to eat out on the patio and stuff. And they did a little prayer and stuff. Erica blew out a candle and stuff, said a little prayer. And that's when Erica went into telling a story about Tom, saying that Tom had a crash on their property. Like, he crashed somewhere towards the house, but he ended up behind the house down the hill, and she didn't know. Then she said she don't know how he ended. She said he didn't fall. He didn't fly out the car or nothing. But the next morning he called her. But he had a head. She said he broke his ankle. He had a head injury. Yeah, but he called her the next morning. She asked him where he was. Yeah, her story is kind of all over the place. So, yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. And we all trying to figure it out. That's the story she's saying. Yeah, behind the house down the hill. He called her the next morning. That's what she's saying. And then she said that Tom cheated on her. Yeah, she said Tom cheated on her. She said she went over. It was like she said she did when Yolanda, her friend Yolanda, was going through her divorce with David. Uh, she went home from her friend Yolanda's house one night. She went home. She said Tom's phone was, sit on the table. So she went in, looked through it. She said supposedly she seen text messages, all the text messages, and that's how she found out he was cheating on her. Yeah, that's what she said. And the ladies asked why you didn't leave, and she said where I'm going. Where you going? Where you going? Where you think? If he supposedly cheated on you, you leave. If he mistreating you, you leave. You don't stay. You leave. He cheat on you, he mistreating you, you leave. So that means you was a gold digger. You was a gold digger. You was in Beverly Hills looking for your sugar daddy. That's what you was looking for. Rich man take care of you. And he was taking care of you. So yeah. That's what she said. Where was she going? Where was she going? I'll get her, but yeah. And Sutton was like, this is too much. Right? It's all over the place. Okay. But that's where it ended, the story of this one. Yeah, I don't believe her story. I don't believe the cheating. I want to say the brain injury, I can believe that. And I don't know about the broken ankle. The broken ankle, maybe if he broke his ankle because of his brain injury. But I don't think it was a car accident. He could have broken another way, but not a car accident. I don't think that. But who knows? Because she doing too much lying. And she's saying everything happened 3 years ago. And it's like, yeah. I don't think he's cheated. She probably cheated. I can believe her cheating over him. I don't know. It's like her stories, and she's trying to make you believe that he was the bad person. But it's not fitting. It's just not fitting. It's like nothing is fitting for me when it comes to Erica. Because it's just not, because if he's a bad person, we would have synced it. We would have synced it. You've been on here for the last 6 years. We would have synced. You would have shown him being that. You showed him when you been cutting him off during him talking. Every time you cut him off, it's usually when he's talking. Other than that, we have not seen him in a negative, really negative light. Other than that, he's supporting you, there for you. Now you playing like, oh, he's all this, that, and the third. If he's all these different things, then where your son at? If he's did all these certain things and he's all of this and that, then the only other person that can vouch for you will be your son. That's the only person that can really vouch for you if you're not lying about him being such a evil person. Your son will have to vouch for you. Is your son going to be able, would your son do that? Would your son lie for you? Him being a cop? I don't think so. My opinion, but you let me know. That's all I got for y'all. Like, subscribe, comment, share. It's your boy Paul Bradley. Thank y'all for tuning in. Bye.